Hello everybody and welcome to this Meet the Speaker video. I'm here today with Treb Gatte. How are you doing, Treb?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Doing great. Before we... Oh man, can you do us a quick introduction for yourself? No, there's no stopping in
There's
this
no
video.
stopping.
There's
We're
no
going.
stopping.
We're
It's
going.
pure fun.
All right. So I'm Treb, and I'm the Power BI guy, it seems, whenever you go to a SharePoint event. So we're going to talk a little bit more about that, like why Power BI, why SharePoint, why am I here, and how did I get here to begin with? How's that for an intro?
That's pretty good, but why are you here already? I just saw your name in my Outlook calendar. I was like, I have to look. How long ago? You're in the SharePoint community. You've been here for a while. For how long you've been playing with SharePoint?
Well, actually, I know the date exactly. February 1st, 2002.
It really marked you.
I'm scarred for life.
What happened?
Well, as it turns out, I was one of the original 10 users for a new product at the time called Project Server 2002. So I was in the product tab at that point, and they had this other product we had to install project, which was SharePoint. So I've been using it since then, and yes, it's scarred me for life because I've been doing it ever since. And but yeah, I was working for a bank at that time, and eventually it led me to going to work for Microsoft. So I worked on the Project Server team for a while, working closely with SharePoint and Umesh and a bunch of other folks that were on the team at that point, Jeff, and then I was the BI PM. Okay. So that led me, when I left Microsoft, to get into Power BI, and so here I am.
So you're managing all of those like project reports and all of the stuff that every SharePoint admin hated to set up.
Yes.
Because they're like, yeah, I don't have to do BI, but we need Project Server. And the C-level people will be like, I want my cute dashboards of the risk and the milestones and all of that.
Yes. So it turns out a lot of what project management is reporting. And a lot of what we need out of SharePoint was reporting as well. So that led me down the BI path. And really and truly, it's been a lot of fun. And with Power BI coming out, there's been a lot of interest in the SharePoint community. So we've been doing workshops, we've been doing a lot of presentations, and we always have full rooms. In fact, last year at SPC, we did a session that combined SharePoint, Flow, and Power BI, and I had standing room only. It was amazing. So I'm looking forward to this year to repeating, really expanding on what we did last year, where we're going to have some reveals, we're going to do some new stuff.
Cool.
And maybe an announcement or two, so I'm looking forward to that. So I'm really pumped for this year's SPC.
Before we talk about this year's SPC,
yeah,
how many of them have you attended total?
Honestly, I've only been to one, and that was the last one. And the reason for that was I worked for Microsoft at the time when all the other fun ones were happening. And
hey, last year was fun as well.
Last year was fun,
but not necessarily as crazy.
Not blackmail fun. Let's put it that way. The blackmail fun ones happened during the days when I was still at Microsoft and I was on a different product team. So I couldn't quite go unless I paid for it. So anyway, I wasn't there for SPC9 and 12 and 14, I think it was.
Yeah, 14 was the last one before the break.
Yes, I missed all those. So I don't have the good photos that everybody else has kind of hidden away, you know. But so I've only been to the one, but I am looking very much forward to being to this.
At the same time, when you look at it, you're in none of those photos as well. So that
true.
might be a good thing in a way.
This is true. I was not there, but on the flip side, I've missed all the red parties. So I you know, that's one of the things I'm hoping to address this coming year.
So you have a workshop this year at SPC. Do you also have a few sessions as well?
So we're doing one where we're going to talk about data mining SharePoint. And the big difference about this one is we're going to talk about how to turn search into a data source. Oddly enough, I'm wearing my search shirt. So there's some reasons for that. But we're going to talk about, you know, how you can use search as a data source so you can actually do reporting across all of your sites and whatnot and get access to this information. And then we're going to have some other reveals around that. So I think this is going to be a really good session, and that's really the one I'm most pumped about. But the workshop, please come. You're going to have some fun there. Learn all about how to use Power BI, and then we'll see you then.
And one more trick question.
Yes.
You talked about the parties and how crazy SPC can get. Who do you think is going to be the main event this year at SPC?
That's a hard one, because last year when I was going through all the parties, like, wow, who was it that rented out the Stratosphere?
I don't know. I was not at that event.
Yeah, somebody rented out the Stratosphere.
I'm talking about the main SPC event, like the B-52s.
Oh, I don't know who's going to be the
headlining the
headliner this year. That's a very good question. I don't know.
Do you have a wish list?
A
Like
wish
who would
list.
you vote for if you had to pick one?
Halsey and Khalid would be nice, but I don't know if that's in the budget.
Hey, some people suggested Maroon 5, and I think after the Super
After
Bowl,
the tattoos,
you're gone. You're no.
No, not gonna happen.
Have the people love him? Have the people hate him now? It's been fun to see the reaction in my Facebook feed.
I'm sort of like, I don't really, I'm not a Maroon 5 fan. I never really have been, and I'm sorry, just some of the stuff they come up with. I go, really? The most boring job in the world is really, I think, the basis for Maroon 5 is like, dum.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Thanks.
Like, always great talking to you, and
Yes.
looking forward to seeing you in Vegas.
Thanks. I'll see you then.
There.
Have a good one.